George the Tech.
iZotope RX12 is here, finally. Yeah, they didn't rush it. I think that's good. They're not trying to keep an every year we release something no matter what schedule like Apple and Adobe are doing. And to that, you guys get my respect at iZotope. So RX12 is here, so I'm downloading the trial. I'm not the kind of person that compensarily just immediately upgrades. I don't do that. I like to know what I'm upgrading to and why. So I thought I'd do a quick little video here and show you what I expect or what you might expect to see in RX12. Now, I've got RX10 on this computer. So actually, I've got RX10 and RX11. I like to use an RX10 usually. I have different versions installed on different computers. This machine happens to have RX11 on it. So what I'll do is open up RX11 editor, and I'll have that open as well. And we can see what has changed from RX11 to RX12. Now, who should upgrade? I think if you're on RX9 or older, there's enough things that are compelling in this new version that are probably worth upgrading to. If you're on version RX11, going to 12, probably not very compelling, at least not for voice actors. The tools voice actors could possibly need are already in RX11. I don't think there's anything in RX12 that are game changers for you guys in voiceover. Now, a lot of these things were already there in RX11, such as loudness optimizer. The dialogue isolate was already in RX11. So RX12 really are just subtle enhancements to those tools. And a lot of the new things are really suited to people who do restoration of audio for a living. You're given audio that you have no control over. You have to take what's been given to you, rescue it, restore it, and make it sound great so the production can get done. That's who really should be buying deeply into the RX ecosystem. Once again, for you guys in voiceover, you guys are starting with good audio. We're just trying to take your good audio and just give it a little polish and make it sound great. So what tools can we look forward to? Well, as I'm waiting for RX12 to install, in the meantime, we'll take a look over at RX11. And then once we're done looking at RX11, we'll then shoot over to RX12 and we'll be able to more easily compare feature to feature. In fact, what I'll do is put this one on part of the screen and then we'll bring RX12 up on the other screen once it finishes installing. So the first thing a lot of people who've never used RX before may want to use is called Repair Assistant. Repair Assistant is a very nice tool that uses AI to learn the audio that's in the sample, what issues exist in that sample, and then suggests things to clean up that audio. It allows you to get rid of or reduce noise, helps reduce any bit of touches of reverb that exist in the signal. It can also adjust tonal balance and deal with DSs, and lastly, clipping. So if you got a little over the top on a read, you can fix it. Okay, now we're recording. I'm about 8 inches away from a Rode NT1. Maybe I can aim it a little bit better. There we go. And sitting at my desk in an untreated, well, not untreated, but lightly treated room. There's some computer hard drive noise. There's a little bit of a hum. There's some ambient noise in my studio. This is not a booth. It's just a room. So this is a great example of some audio that we'd love to clean up using RX. So let's do that. Now we've got that recorded. And I'll get a little bit of room tone. You can even hear my noisy Synology disk station underneath the desk grinding away on its 10 terabyte drives. Okay, stop. Okay, now we're recording. I'm about 8 inches away from a Rode NT1. Maybe I can aim it a little bit better. There we go. And sitting at my desk, there's some ambient noise in my studio. Perfect. This has got it all. It's got grinding hard drive. It's got ambient noise. It's got a little bit of a hum. There's all sorts of stuff going on in the sample. All right. Now, switch back to my other mic so I don't have to continue hearing all that ambient noise. There we go. This one's running through the Rodecaster Pro with all the processing. Okay. So let's start with Repair Assistant. And again, this is on version 12. Or I'm sorry, this is on version 11. After this, then we will try the same exact procedure on version 12. And I'm going to go ahead and open up RX12 editor right now. and have that at the ready so we can jump over there right afterward. And I'll go ahead and run that in trial mode, giving it permission to access my microphone and my folder. There we go. There's RX12 waiting in the wings. Okay, so we'll go ahead and load a repair assistant. Put it in learn mode, and we'll let it do its thing. It apparently just selects the entire file and learns from the entire file. So we'll let it do its learning process. Okay, now that it's learned, it's set a denoiser at a 50%, a dehummer. It didn't play with the tone at all. It added a de-esser, and no declipping needed. So we can go ahead now and we can preview and bypass and compare raw to processed by just clipping the button. So here we go. Okay, now we're recording. I'm about 8 inches away from a Rode NT1. Maybe I can aim it a little bit better. There we go. And sitting at my desk in an not untreated, but lightly treated room. There's some computer hard drive noise. There's a little bit of a hum. There's some ambient noise in my studio. This is not a booth. It's just a room. So this is a great example of some audio that we'd love to clean up using RX. So let's do that. Now we've got that recorded. And I'll get a little bit of room tone. Okay, not bad. Not bad at all. I can hear a little bit of loss of the high frequencies. Just a touch. So I might use the tone knob to restore those. Okay, now we're recording. I'm about 8 inches away from a Rode NT1. Maybe I can aim it a little bit better. There we go. And sitting at my desk in an not untreated, but lightly treated room. There's some computer hard drive noise. There's a little bit of a hum. There's some ambient noise in my studio. This is not a booth. It's just a room. So this is a great example of some audio that we'd love to clean up using RX. So let's do that. Now we've got that recorded. And I'll get a little bit of room tone. You can even hear my noisy Synology disk station underneath the desk grinding away on it. Now, at the beginning of that phrase, you can even hear me. It's a little bit funky sounding because the AI-based noise reduction is trying to figure out and separate voice from noise again. And so it always takes a half second for it to catch up. Let's bypass and listen to it as it was. You can even hear my noisy Synology disk station. And I'll turn it back on again. You can even hear my noisy Synology disk station underneath the desk grinding away on its 10 terabyte drives. Okay. Interesting. That time it actually sounded better. And this is something I've learned using these modern AI-based tools for removing noise is they're a little unpredictable. They don't always do everything that you do the same way every single time. It's a very interesting thing about AI tools. All right, so that's the repair assistant in RX12. I think this is a really good bellwether to measure the two apps because that's really where the real innovation is happening nowadays, is in these AI assistant tools. So let's go ahead and we'll bring RX12 over here. Now, down below, we've got a lot of the same things that we had before. Decrackle, de-ess, de-hum, deplosive, dialogue isolate, guitar denoise, interpolate, mouth declick, music rebalance, spectral denoise, which is a little bit more advanced noise reduction tool, spectral repair, and voice denoise. All those tools are still here, and they're still in RX12. So you didn't lose anything, that's for sure. And in the utility zone, we've got dither, EQ, fade, gain, loudness control, loudness optimize, mixing, normalize, phase, plugin for adding third-party plugins, resample, signal generator, streaming preview, time and pitch, and variable time. So as you can see in RX12 standard, you're getting exactly the same feature set as you are in RX11. So is it worth upgrading? Really hard to say if there's really anything game-changing here at this stage of the game if you're already on RX11. If you're on RX10, I'm more motivated to say try it out. At least do a demo of RX12 and see if there's anything that you're noticing that's a game changer for you. But still, if you're already using mouth to click and that's the only reason you have RX, don't upgrade. There's really absolutely no reason. Mouth to click hasn't changed. It's the same tool. It's been for years. Nobody has claimed that there's been any changes made to mouth to click. So if you're on a version RX8 or 9 with mouth to click, it's the same mouth to click. Well, let's go ahead and try Repair Assistant since that's what we were up to. So we'll take a review. So on the RX11, Repair Assistant sounded like this. Okay, now we're recording. I'm about 8 inches away from a Rode NT1. Maybe I can aim it a little bit better. There we go. And now we'll try the Repair Assistant on RX12. You notice it looks exactly the same as RX11. There was a cosmetic change from RX10 to RX11. So if you're on RX10, this will look a little different. So we've got the same sample recorded in RX11, now loaded in RX12. We'll load Repair Assistant and hit Learn and see how the settings compare using the Repair Assistant in 12 versus 11. So remember, here's the settings we had in 11. Here's the version and the settings we have in 12. Yeah, it's really annoying. I can't have them on the screen at the same time. But based on my memory, they look pretty darn similar, if not identical. And what's interesting is they didn't turn on low cut like I did, because there's a definite amount of rumble in the audio because the mic is untreated. So I actually added that. But let's take a listen to what their raw settings, or at least their settings, are without touching a single setting. Okay, now we're recording. I'm about 8 inches away from a Rode NT1. Maybe I can aim it a little bit better. There we go. And sitting at my desk in an untreated, well, not untreated, but lightly treated room. There's some computer hard drive noise. There's a little bit of a hum. Removal. There's some ambient noise in my studio. This is not a booth. It's just a room. So this is a great example of some audio that we'd love to clean up using RX. So let's do that. Now we've got that recorded. And I'll get a little bit of room tone. All right, so now I'm going to turn on declick, dehum, low cut, add a little bit of top frequency because it's losing some with the processing, and leave the de-essing as it was programmed. Okay, now we're recording. I'm about 8 inches away from a Rode NT1. Maybe I can aim it a little bit better. There we go. And sitting at my desk in an untreated, well, not untreated, but lightly treated room. There's some computer hard drive noise. There's a little bit of a hum. There's some ambient noise in my studio. You'll hear a cyclical blank out in the audio. Well, they do that automatically because I'm in trial mode, but you're getting the idea. So is there a real difference between Repair Assistant in version 12 then to version 11? That's with denoise at 40%, de-reverb at about, we'll put them in the same 40%, tone at 30%, and de-ess set to its default settings. We'll do the same over here, 40 de-hum and declick turned on, 30% on the tone, and again, hit play. Okay, now we're recording. I'm about 8 inches away from a Rode NT1. Maybe I can aim it a little bit better. There we go. And sitting at my desk in an untreated, well, if there's a difference, it's purely just probably AI being AI, not giving us exactly identical results, but essentially they're the same. So what I take away from here is that RX12 is simply just an evolution from RX11. The features that they've added that are truly new are definitely heavily biased towards producers who have to remix audio, rebalance audio, separate voice from background, and adjust balance. That's really not what voiceover people are ever going to do. So everything new absolutely is for post-production. If you're a voice actor, stick with RX10 or 11 or even 9. Mouth to click is the same. Repair Assistant, if that's something you're using, hasn't changed much at all since 11, if at all, and it barely changed from RX10. So there you have it. That's my quick take looking at RX12. Give it a demo for yourself, run a trial, see what you think. Just beware, the trial they want to give you by default is advanced version. So you're going to see a much larger tool set. You're not going to get that in standard. So if the one you're looking for is standard, make sure you demo the standard version. So you're seeing the same tool set you currently have, and you're not going to be surprised by a huge upgrade cost to try some of the other features. Things that, again, if you're not a voice actor but a post producer doing video restoration, you might need, but not something a voice actor would probably need. All right, thanks for listening. This is George the Tech.